Hello, hello. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm still setting things up. This is gonna be like a super scuffed stream. But hello, welcome to the Phantom Frequency. Let's see here. We're gonna reset this. Okay. So yeah, Twitch was having issues. Hi, Starry, how's it going? Thank you so much for tuning in. XO, take a break. I just started. Yeah, it's gonna be there's this huge error right in the middle of my screen. You know what? We're gonna go with it. I think it might be an error with Stream Elements, but yeah, Twitch is definitely having issues. I'm having issues with Stream Elements as well. I can't access it, and I have this fat error right in the middle of my screen, and I don't know how to fix it at the moment. So that's not gonna stop me. We're just gonna have a super scuffed stream, and you know what? That's all right. So where was I? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Phantom Frequency. I'm your host, Ghostish. I once was dead, but now I am alive. When life gives you lemons, you look life straight into the eyes and you eat the lemon whole. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to start. Yesterday, I was working on this track. I kind of want to try something a little bit out. This is going to be pretty experimental. I'm really into bass music, and we're gonna just try something different. Super rough draft, but let's take a listen to what we have so far. Simple 8-bar loop. Okay, so it's super experimental, like I said. I definitely want to change these out. What I started with, well, let's turn these off, right, was like so we're going with like halftime drums with I don't even know what to call this genre at all. Some sort of bass music. I am currently using Ableton Live. Yeah, Ableton is the DAW that I'm currently using. So let's turn this down back to like -12. Let me make sure YouTube is connected properly. Okay, good, yeah. Just want to make sure YouTube is still connected. And yeah, this error does kind of bother me, but it is what it is. Yo, Black Kieran, what's up? Thank you so much for stopping by. So yeah, we're just gonna roll with it. Let's turn these back on, and then I definitely want to swap out. Actually, let's turn this off, and then find something kind of nice for this. Hello? Okay, yeah. Actually, let's turn this back up just a little bit. We'll go -6 maybe. Let's turn this down just a little bit here so we're not clipping. I kind of like that, but and then we'll turn this back on, but let's swap out. I actually kind of like this synth right here, but I want to change this one. Yeah, absolutely. So I started out with Ableton. I tried out Reaper when I was first starting music production, and I couldn't get the output audio to work. So then I tried out Ableton next because this YouTuber that I was watching for tutorials was using Ableton, and so I decided, you know what, like maybe I'll try out Ableton and see where it takes me. And honestly, I'm so glad that I stuck with it. My first month of producing, and here's the thing about producing, right? Pick a DAW and just stick with it. Learn the DAW, right? Because it's gonna take you a while to learn the DAW, and there's still things that I'm learning about this DAW. But it's gonna take you time to learn the DAW and then learn how to produce music, right? Especially if you're first starting out. And so during my first month, I had to fight the urge to switch DAWs to like FL Studio or Studio One or anything like that. Like I was fighting very hard to fighting the temptation to switch, because I didn't know how to use Ableton, right? And so I would have spent that entire time learning Ableton. I would have wasted that time trying to learn another DAW. So I'm really glad that I ended up sticking with Ableton. Yeah. And so also I think if I remember correctly, someone you know very well, I don't want to dox anyone, right? But someone you know very well, I believe, uses Ableton. So you're using FL Studio at the moment to mix your utals, so I kind of know how it works. Yeah, 100%. I mean, ultimately, in the end, every DAW does the same thing, right? I mean, each DAW has different features, but fundamentally, like, they do the same thing. Like how each kitchen has, like, there's plate, pots, and pans. You go into someone's kitchen, right? Like, there's utensils and stuff like that. There's the basic necessities, but they're all sorted out in different ways. And some kitchens have, nicer or different brands of utensils than other people's kitchens. And so it's the same concept. You still cook, right, in the kitchen, just like you cook sick beats in a DAW. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's the same concept. Yeah, just some work better for others. 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's switch this up. I think I want to do something like, I still want to give it kind of like that Kawaii future bass feel to it. Okay, I'm probably not gonna go with that one, but let's just put that one there for now, and then let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe something like that. Maybe like that. As we speak, I'm doing a little mixing because I'm trying to find some good ones, but I'm struggling to find a good one. Yeah. Good what? Like samples or... Dun 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 dun. Maybe... Akayashi, thank you so much for the lurk. FX, yeah, I feel that. We've been here a while, but hi. Hello. Let's see. Something like that. Let's shorten these. Now, and then do something like this, maybe? Ooh, okay, maybe something like this. Ooh, maybe like that. That's not bad. Actually, I think. Dun, 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 dun. Dun. Maybe? Maybe actually, what if we did it like this? And then like did something, hold on, let's go back to scale. Can we do like a slide here? I think, hold on. No, the timing is just off. Okay, that might be good. And then maybe do something like a slide here. Would it sound good? Oh, I'm going to butcher this name. I'm so sorry. Progressive Nishant. Progressive Nishant, hello. Thank you for the hearts. How are you doing today? Okay. I like it. Not bad, not bad. Ooh. Maybe something like that. Oh. Yeah. This, like this. Okay. Let's take what we have and duplicate it down. Ooh, there's a little bit of lag. I have a question about your VTuber model. Did you make it yourself or did you commission it? And if you made it yourself, what software did you use? I really want to make a VTuber as I only have a moving PNG tuber at the moment. So when it comes to this VTuber model, I used Vroid. I did make it myself using stock resources, right? So the resources that came with Vroid, I just kind of used it and then like modified it for myself eventually, because when I first started VTubing, I wasn't even sure if this is what I really wanted to do, right? So I wasn't going to spend a ton of money at first. You're getting much more experience with call and response. I suggest maybe waiting before duplicating that over, though. I think this section needs more cooking. I definitely think it needs more cooking, but I wanted to try something a little bit more out, and I kind of want to see how it would work with a 16-bar loop. But I think you might be right. What I want to do, sorry, I will finish my thought in a second, but what I want to do, sorry, let me fix that, is I kind of want to do that thing that you taught me from the Midi that you sent me like 3 weeks ago, where when it goes into the next loop or the next bar, there's this right here. There's there's a starting section from the previous thing. You know what I mean, right? But back to what I was saying. I didn't want to spend a ton of money, right? Because VTuber models costs like an arm and a leg. For some things, rightfully so, because art takes a very, very long time. So, which is understandable. And it's not just art, but it's also the rigging and all that other stuff, right? So, I decided, you know what, I kind of just want to do it on my own. And that's what I did. I used VRoid Studio is what it's called. VRoid Studio. It's free on Twitch. And there's a lot of really cool stock resources to get you started, right? Because I believe that like even if you don't have the money to start, Insane, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. Even if you don't have the money or the resources currently to, have like a really cool professional or, awesome, setup, just start with what you have. You know what I mean? Like I started producing on this really, really old, well, not really old, but like this older, it was a laptop that I bought for my side business and for work. And it wasn't the greatest, but I started. So start with what you have. And there's plenty of resources out there to start now. What matters is that you get started, right? I mean, and then eventually, like, you do want it to look professional if that's the route that you really want to go, right? But if you're still just exploring, like, you don't need to spend tons of money on stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's figure out what you want to do first. Figure out your niche. Figure out kind of how you want to go about doing things first, and then that's when you can figure out, okay, like, this is how I want this to go. This is how I want this. I'll pay for this. Like, RB, what's up? How's it going? My voice is playing twice. Do you have two tabs open by chance? VRoid may not look the most amazing, but it's very flexible with tons of customization options, and even from assets to even artists being able to customize it even more. Yes, 100%. I haven't gone into customizing it as much as I want because my focus right now is music production. And eventually I want a 2D model that I will pay for. But right now I'm trying to figure out how I want my model to look. And so I'm trying to figure out, what's it called? Concept art right now. I'm commissioning different artists to kind of figure out how I want my final model to look. Also, piracy. I do not condone piracy. I mean, I don't condone it, but you are free to do what you want. But I'm a believer of you're free to do what you want, but there are consequences for your actions. So take that in consideration. Take that with a grain of salt. So if you're gonna do something that is questionable, just be prepared for the consequences. And that's for anything. That's also the reason why I love tabletop games so much, because consequences, man. Like, I love tabletop. D&D is very, very, very fun because of consequences, and that's what makes life. Corporations are just forcing piracy. Yeah, I definitely have an opinion on it that I will not share on stream. But if you want to hit me up on the side, we can talk about that. Also, a huge topic when starting YouTube. Yeah. yeah, just be wary. You know what I mean? When I was in the military, I had this saying that I still often quote, and it's, if you're gonna be stupid, be smart about it. So take that how you will. But if you're not yet an adult, get your parents' consent. But yeah, in any case, just learned that you can't just do a cover of a song you like. Yeah. There's a lot of there's a lot with copyright and stuff like that. And so, just be wary. If you're going to be stupid about something, and when I mean stupid, I just mean if you're taking risks, be calculated. And I'm not condoning any illicit activity. But what I'm saying is, in life in general, if you're going to be dumb, be smart about it. No, I am not condoning stealing. Support your local artists. Hey, but I'm not gonna lie. When I first started, I used AI. I got a little bit of backlash, just a little, and most people were very, very kind about it. But I used AI art, you know what I mean? Cause I was poor and I couldn't afford it, you know what I mean? And I wasn't it's not like I was earning money off of it. I just use it as a profile picture, and, and cause that's all the resources that I had at the moment. But I do believe, once you can afford it, once it makes sense, fine. Because at the end of the day, you have to look out for yourself, right? It's your life, and sometimes you have to look out financially for yourself, and you shouldn't have to people please. You know what I mean? But you should also be fair, I believe, as well, and you should also strive to support the people around you, especially as a creator, right? So if you're also a creator, you know what I mean, whether it's music, whether it's art, it doesn't matter. What matters is that eventually you support your local artists, right? And so for me, God has blessed me. Thank you, Lord, for for blessing me with the ability to, I got a promotion at work, and so I do have a little bit more income to be able to spend on smaller art projects and stuff like that. And everybody's life circumstances is different, and so I think that if you can afford it, definitely go with a legitimate artist. Go with your local small artist, or an artist that you really, really enjoy, someone you like. Oh my gosh, EXO, what? Yo, oh my gosh, yo, you don't have to do that, but thank you so much for the gifted subs. Wow, that's incredible. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone, everyone follow EXO. This guy is my mentor. He's an awesome kid. And I use the word kid because I am quite older than him. But he's a great, talented producer. He's been playing the piano for, I believe, 7+ years, classically trained. If I'm not mistaken, and his piano skills are so dope. Check out, you can go ahead and link it. You'll probably get blocked, but I can relink it for you. Check out his entry into what's it called, Cosmic. I can't remember what it's called, but it's super sick, super dope. So yes, thank you, EXO. Appreciate it. And he's a great teacher. Get blessed, nerd. Cosmic Radio 2025. Yes, sick entry. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. That was the first first gifted, huge gifted subs. Thank you so much. That's incredible. Sorry, I totally lost my train of thought. Support your local artists is what I'm trying to say. Let me. I know there's a way to allow specific people. Here, no, I got you. Let me. How do I click to show? Boom. There we go. Check it out. It's super dope. But yeah, what I was trying to say is support your local artists if you can afford it, if it financially makes sense, because it's also about building relationships and networking. And treat your artists good. You know, treat them right, and build that relationship. Because being a content creator, being an artist, being you know, like a musician or whatever, if you want to get big or anything like that, and I talk like I'm not at any way, you know, big or anything like that, but like if you want to put yourself out there, then you got to build relationships. Sorry, there's some catching up with a little bit of chat. Do I know any resources for that kind of stuff? No, I don't. I don't condone any of that stuff. So if you're looking for something, you're gonna have to find it on your own. AI for bass to build off of is okay. I totally agree. Using it as a reference to kind of brainstorm and figure out what kind of art or what kind of model you want, I think is totally fine. AI is dope for prototyping, basically. Also with art, it's a huge help if you can kind of visualize what you want your artist to draw, direction, etc. Basically a good starting point. Also with coding. Yes, also with coding. I used to work as a data analyst, and it's phenomenal for coding. Thank you for the shout out and the follows. I appreciate them greatly. Yes, let's get EXO to affiliate. He's not affiliate yet. So definitely get him to affiliate. Loki, what's up? Thank you so much for stopping by. That really depends if the artist is a cool guy to work with. Some are just divas. I mean, that's any type of artists out there. You know what I mean? Like it is people in general, right? People in general can be divas, especially in the VTuber community. Oh my gosh. It's kind of wild, but I mean, like, just be kind. You know what I mean? It's not hard. Just be kind, and everyone's just trying to greed is very, very much a thing, and it gets to people's heads sometimes, which is super, super unfortunate. What's a hype chest? I don't know what this just did. Speaking of divas, though, that's funny. Choo choo. Resources for what? Yeah, correct. FL stuff. Lost stuff for content creation. Anyone here know any good mixing effects for vocals? I don't use FL, but there might be people here that use FL. Also, check out the Discord if you're not part of it. It's a great. What I'm trying to build here is a community of artists that can share feedback with each other and grow as a community. So no, I mean, Karen level of divas, you pay like 200 to 300 down and you get nothing. Oof. Yeah. Okay. So that kind of stuff, you got to be careful, right? So yeah, that's also the reason why, like, I'm not doing any commissions at the moment. Is one, I'm not confident in my abilities to do commissions, and two, I don't have the time right now. I actually don't even have the time to to do my track per week anymore, which is really, really, really unfortunate. But it is what it is. You know, I got to take care of myself and life and stuff like that. And with my new job, I see a new job. It was like a promotion in the same company, but just a different role. And it is technically a new job. But with my new job, I've got a lot to learn, and I've got to spend time doing that. But I will still be streaming when I can and making music when I can. So my goal for this year now is to just get as close to 52 tracks as possible within this year, which is still cool. Let me see what you'll want a multi-band compressor. Yep. Dude, I wanted to ask, the last clip you posted was really chill and happy and stuff. Sad. What was sad about it? And which clip? I don't remember what you were talking about. It was really chill and happy and stuff. Sad. I have a lot of clips. What I usually do with my clips is, especially if it's on Twitter, I try to clip stuff and then I put them on a schedule, just so that there's like content. I do the same thing with like YouTube. That sounded like yeah. Check out my SoundCloud. It's on there. Socials. I actually have not heard Blue Archive, but the stream is bugging out on my end, so I might just lurk. VGen is the main place for commissioned VTubers. Yeah, VGen is, and no worries. This is such a scuffed stream, honestly, because like Twitch was being weird, and I'm gonna snooze this ad real quick. But yeah, I'll jot that down. Blue Archive. Maybe I have heard some of their songs in passing. Wait, Blue Archive? Yeah, Blue Archive. But oh, it's a game. Oh, it's by Nexon. I've heard about this. I have heard about this. Yeah, I just haven't played. But yeah, check out my SoundCloud. I lost my train of thought, but yeah, it's on there. The mixing for that track, honestly, like there's a couple things that definitely needs work. Like that crash in the beginning on my phone, it sounds awful. So I feel like I need to turn it down, but I'm done messing with it. Unwelcome School or something. I bet you heard KT already. Probably. I'm not entirely sure. But I haven't heard this music for Genshin Impact either, but I think I'll take a listen to it. Genshin Impact. You know what does have phenomenal music though is Claire Obscure. Oh my gosh, dude. The music, I just bit my tongue. Ouch. The music for Claire Obscure is phenomenal. Like, oh my gosh. It's so insane. If you know French and you haven't played the game though, like I'd be cautious listening to it, because I don't know, but what I hear is like the music spoils the entire story, or the lyrics spoil the entire story for Claire Obscure, which is super unfortunate, but but it's so good. The music is so good. I think I'm definitely gonna buy the soundtrack for sure. Okay, so I know I did a lot of yapping, but where are we at right now? By the way, can you react to music, kind of rating and dissecting and stuff? Try to rebuild it from scratch. Is that allowed on Twitch? So, one second, let me drink some water. So in terms of reacting to music, I think it depends, right? If it's like already famous, like licensed music, and it's already copyrighted, Twitch is fine, because Twitch is actually very, very forgiving about that, right? Because with Twitch, they'll just mute the music, and it's fine for the VODs, right? YouTube is a little bit more unforgiving when it comes to that stuff, but I'm not I'm not being monetized on YouTube yet. Hopefully one day. That'd be really, really nice. But I think with YouTube, it might be okay. Depending on if it's like your track, then it's fine, right? Like that would be like a music feedback stream, which I don't do yet. Because I don't feel like I'm skilled enough yet to do a feedback stream. A reacting stream might be actually pretty good though. Music reacting stream. But I don't know. I might be able to do something like that. But it would depend, right? It would depend on the song. It would depend on the content too, right? Like there's some songs that I definitely don't want to play on my stream. Like just really explicit stuff. As someone who used to rave and someone who's really into like heavy bass music, there's some songs out there that are just like kind of wild. And I'm not talking about they sound crazy. I'm talking about like the samples they use. Like there's a song out there that I'm not going to mention that is super sus. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, the production is really good, but it's pretty sus. I love game soundtracks. Splatoon and Hi-Fi Rush are some of my favorites. I have not checked out Splatoon music, but I'll put that down. So I will look up Blue Archive, Genshin Impact, and Splatoon music off stream. Some really good Genshin ones like Farina. But yeah, I mean, in terms of reacting to music, I think maybe I could do a stream like that. I know that Twitch is like super forgiving when it comes to, they'll just silence out the copyrighted portions of it. And with YouTube, like as long as I don't get a copyright strike, I think like it'll be fine. But I'm not like getting monetized on YouTube, so yet. He's writing 3 hours of music every 6 months. Yo, what? Weird samples of music or straight up weird or bad lyrics weird me out. Yeah. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I never used to like be like that, but you know, now that my worldview is completely different, like I'm pretty like very much aware of that kind of stuff. Maybe we can add a slide here. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, I'm not really sure what to do in terms of melody right now. Oh, let's rename these so that way I know what they are. I'm gonna change that so it doesn't matter actually. But this one, I like this one, so let's keep this one. Let's throw in some hi-hats. I really like hi-hat patterns. I'm also not using a a reference track this time. I probably should, but I don't even know right now. Also, I know that oops, ad. Well, for those that don't have an ad yet, or don't have an ad at the moment because you guys are subscribers, thanks to EXO, again, thank you so much. You can do !fish if you're in my Twitch chat, for my YouTube viewers, to fish. Assuming it works. I don't even know if it works because I know that Twitch has been being weird. But never mind. You can't. Usually you can. But like I said, this is a scuffed stream. There's a lot of issues going on. So yeah, because I know that watching someone produce sometimes isn't exactly the most visually engaging thing in the world. You're aiming more slower bass music, right? Yeah, for this one. Lots of cool sounds and effects. Here's the unsolicited composing tip. Get the important parts first. Important parts would be, I mean, yeah, slower bass music right now is what I'm aiming for at the moment. What would your opinion be for, or like what do you consider more of the important parts? I could do like heavy bass samples, the space between your melodies, yeah. I know there's quite a bit of space here, and there's space here. I don't know why this came to my head, but I have a song that might be your kind of style of music, and it could be inspirational. Sure. You can link it. It'll block it, but I'll be able to see the link. I won't show it on stream, but I can listen to it in my headphones. Switching to lurking, have fun, and thanks for all the lurks you do. Of course, Loki. Thank you so much for the lurk. I really appreciate it. I really love supporting small VTubers and small communities, as I am also a small community, and I want to build relationships with people, like genuine relationships with people, not just like a follow for a follow or anything like that. But that's kind of how it starts. You may find there's not room or reason for a hi-hat pattern there. I see. You need crashes, rises, cool effects, pitch shifts before a hi-hat pattern. I mean, I think that depends. Because I think a hi-hat pattern can be part of the groove. You may find there's not room for reason. You can link it, and I'll click on it. I just won't play it in the stream audio, but I'll listen to it like in my headphones to listen to it, just because I don't want to get hit by copyright. Nihil-san is the same. I don't want to get a warning, so yeah. The bot will warn you, but it's just like it doesn't like keep track of warnings or anything like that. Hum your song back to yourself. That's something that I need to start doing too, because I'm kind of just like throwing notes at the wall and seeing what happens. You know what I mean? All right, let's take a look at this. Demo-itis is real. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, yo, this is fire. Hold on, let me link it. All right, you know what? It's fine. I'm just gonna play it on stream. I don't care. This song is really cool, and I would love for this artist to get some. I don't know. Hold on, how do I, okay, desktop audio. I just gotta remember to mute desktop audio afterwards. Okay, hold on, let me make sure I turn this down properly. Yeah, 12 minus 12 is fine. Okay, this intro is so good. And the bass effects are really good. I really need to learn how to do sound design. Actually, I'm doing a sound design stream. Well, I'm doing a variety stream on Saturday. And wait, am I doing it Saturday? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's Saturday. Yeah, I'm doing a sound design. I'm doing a variety stream on Saturday. I'm gonna be doing Japanese study, sound design, melodics, practice, and then maybe some production, and then some clair obscure on this Saturday. Okay, enough of my yapping. Let's listen to this. I'm gonna get hit on YouTube with a copyright, but I don't get paid on YouTube, so it's fine. This is so sick. This is Nihil-san. Nihiru-san. I don't... featuring Flower. I don't know what the... I don't know how you say this song name. Question, maybe? Shimon. The music video for this is really, really cool too. Oh! Yo! That was such a dirty transition. Oh my gosh. Hold on. No. Okay. Wait. We gotta listen to that part again. That was insane. Oh my gosh. Woo! That was so sick. There is sub. I can hear it in my I can hear it in my headphones. So there's definitely sub. Yeah, this song is really good. Personally, I don't really like the snare sound. Oh, yo, what? Yo, what? that outro is insane. That was 3/4 time. Kind of if you want to listen at some point. Yeah, absolutely. Could you just do me a favor and post it in the production spotlight? That way, unless you're looking for feedback on it, in which case, let me give you some feedback points, because there are specific guidelines and rules for using the feedback. No worries. But since this is still such a small community, what I'm gonna do is, yeah, see, this is crazy. Like everything, I'm not gonna show it because I don't want to dox anyone, including myself. But you know how usually when you open up OBS and you're on Discord, it will like shorten names and stuff. It'll like censor things, right? It's not doing that right now. So there's a lot of like this is entirely like scuffed right now. But here, let me award points. So in the future, I'm probably not going to be doing this because people are going to have to earn their own points. But because we're such a small community right now, and there isn't a whole lot of posts, I'm giving people music points. Did that work? No, it didn't. Okay, so now I also have to check my bot. But normally what we do is there is a, if you look to the rules here, for some guidelines, let me just copy this real quick. So if you take a look at that message, there should be a link there that kind of has the guidelines. Just so that, like, because how I want to build this community is that you have to give feedback first to 3 different people before you can post your own music for feedback. Oh yeah, music points is, sorry, I'm just catching up on it. The command is !fish, but everything is messed up right now. Twitch was having issues, and so like Stream Elements was also having issues. I don't know if they're still having issues. Hopefully they're not having issues by the time I do the repo collab in about 3 hours, but yeah, Stream, I still can't access. Can any of you guys access Stream Elements right now? Sorry, let me finish my train of thought. Music points are basically like you leave feedback using the feedback command, which is linked in the message that I forwarded over. And you give feedback to at least 3 other people's entries. And they can be older entries. It doesn't matter as long as you haven't already given feedback to that exact song, or that exact entry, and you earn feedback points. And Stream Elements is still down. Thank you, Dashara. Hello. Also, welcome. Welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. And you gain points, and then you use 3 points to post your own song or art. I made it for art as well for all you artists out there. And that way you can build a community of, like, I want to be able to build a community of everybody, pitching in to give each other feedback. Because if everyone's just posting music for feedback and nobody's giving any feedback, then nobody's going to get any feedback. You know what I mean? So yeah, but the bot is currently down, I think. Yeah, it is. I might be able to check it out right now, actually. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I'm using a laptop for, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I'm using a laptop as like a small server for this bot, for this Discord bot, and it restarted. But let me just make sure it's online. Okay, I think it's online. or it'll be online soon. But anyway, let's see. Cool approach. Thanks, it wasn't mine, I stole it. There's plenty of music feedback discords out there. And they all use the same like approach. And it's you know, it's a good approach. And so like I don't blame them. I use the same approach. I think it's a great approach. And I think it builds and fosters a good community of artists. Oh no, it's erroring out. I'll check it out later. Okay, so 1 second. I do. So stealing is okay. That's not what I meant. Speaking of, okay, I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. Unless you're completely plagiarizing music, when it comes to music, I think I can only speak on music on this. I share this similar opinion for art, but I'm not an artist, so I don't believe that I can openly share this opinion about it. But when it comes to music, unless you're like straight up plagiarizing, I don't think music can be stolen, because there's nothing new under the sun. And the Bible says that too, right? Like they're in Ecclesiastes, one of my favorite books of the Bible. And it basically says there's nothing new under the sun. History kind of pretty much repeats itself, and any ideas that you have are based and off of like there's a foundation in your brain, right, in your mind of things in your stealing aspects of an art piece is part of basics of any art. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I mean, it's inevitable because when you start making your own original creations, those ideas didn't appear out of nowhere. You didn't think up of those ideas. You're influenced based off of excuse me. You're influenced based off of the things that you've experienced in life. So yeah, John Williams literally just combined multiple classical pieces from most of Star Wars. Just try to do something new, and that's more than plenty. Yeah, 100%. I agree. But yeah, I don't know where to go from here. I think this idea is really cool. Here, let's just find a better, because this sounds not good. That kind of fits, actually. Heard about the outages. Just saw a post on X. Is that the reason why Twitch and Stream Elements are like pooping right now? Apparently Google and lots of other stuff is down. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. I mean, it's not just me then. I hope things go well though for here, I'm gonna write this down. This synth down. Alright, let's move on. I hope everything will be okay for the collab later though, because I really want the collab to go well. Is it? That is a lot of big stuff to go down, yeah. Okay, maybe we add some samples. I'm just gonna do it. Let's chop some samples up. Kind of like what I did with Soulwire Protocol. Crash on snare. Crash on snare. Steel, what's up, dude? How's it going? Should I add it to the drum bus? Or I'm sorry, the drum rack? Or should I just do... Hold on. Crash on snare might be really good too, actually. Let's check one out. Whoa, okay. Melodic drums. Need drums, percussions, crashes. I don't bother with crashes, they're just kind of for awesomeness. Ear candy related, but the most used ear candy. Maybe I won't put it on the rack. Maybe I'll just throw it in an audio. And just do it like not every snare, but here, let's continue. Be straight to master. Not to be confused with mastering, yeah. Basically on its own track, and instead of going into kick snare or even into my drum bus, it would go straight to the master chain. Right? That one might be good, but that one's kind of long. That one might be good. Maybe this one. Let's throw this one down. That one's not bad either. A gong. I kind of like this one. Ooh. Oh, cancel. Chill. Oh my gosh. Reverbed out snare. Maybe that one too. You know, let's just take these, throw them into here. That way they go straight to mastering chain. And then, let's see. That's super loud. Hold on. Let's go minus 20. I don't know how to feel about that one. What? Oops. ちょっと待って. That's why it felt so loud, because... Hold on, okay. That one's okay. That one's not bad. think that one's too much. I want a little bit of like beef to it, you know what I mean? I think we'll go with that one. I like that one. Let's adjust the volume on it so it's not so loud. That's too soft. 10 maybe, or -5 I think is even good. Maybe a little less. That's gonna clip. 7 maybe, -7. Oh yeah. Now we can go back to -12. For adding stereo goodness, you can try ooh, a ping pong stereo delay alongside more reverb. I like that. Let's do, where was it? I think it was this one. Shout out to Trey for hooking it up with this sick delay mastering or delay effects rack. Bass music is very much about soundscapes and intentional sound design. Yeah, something I need work on. Actually, something that's also pretty cool was like this thing right here, which I thought was really interesting. I don't know if it'll work on this though. Wait, what? This is really cool. Hold on. There might be something here. There might be something here. There we go. It ain't bass music until you got 10 plugins on a sound. There's something here, right? I just got to figure it out. Maybe less grid. Okay, yeah, we'll go maybe a little bit more grid. Maybe 53. The Failing King, what's up? How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Caught you on YouTube, yes sir. Probably. I don't really know what it is. He also requested that I don't open it up on stream because it is a demo and it's not, you know, anywhere. But what if we did something like this though? Grain strain is one I use often. Also good as a utility sidechain, and emergence is another cool one. Doing good. Been enjoying your work. Thank you so much. Yeah, this one's very, very experimental. Just kind of playing around, seeing where I can take this. Also, I kind of want to throw this on. I kind of want to throw it on like another bass or something to play around with it. Pitch shifting. Yeah, maybe. Or like an LFO for pitch shifting. That'd be kind of wild. I don't know how to do that on Ableton though. What if I chopped this up, dude? Oh, sheesh. Okay. You know what? Let's take a break on the crash. We'll come back to this because now you know what? I feel like chopping up some bass samples that I have. Yo. It's kind of crazy. And then like adding some of these effects to it, you know what I mean? Like I think that'd be pretty crazy. Although I do wish I knew how to make these sounds on my own, cause like this is really cool, and I could picture like dun 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 or something like that. This is sick too. It could be something like this. Or actually, I could probably just duplicate. Wait. Bass pirate music. Yar har. Shoot. I wish I knew how to. I mean, I really just need to learn how to throw this on. Wait. Okay. Hear me out. One second. Oh, okay. Let's throw this on the drum rack. Wait, it needs to be Midi. Let's throw this on a drum rack, right? And then okay, so that's how. Okay, so I have 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then let's throw these on here. Okay. Hold on. What else we got? Where is it? When you don't know your own. Okay, there we go. Maybe something like this. Hold on. Let's hold on. This would be really cool if I learned how to use my drum pads a little bit better. We got an idea. You already know where the kicks go. Yeah, I have my kicks down right here. Hold on, let's turn loop off. Oh, you might be better off chasing the new idea. Wait, what do you mean? Oops. There's a reason many producers have tons of barely started projects. Sometimes you simply come up with a better idea. Yeah, absolutely. But I want to know what your idea was when you were finish your thought. You were saying something about, okay, yeah, I already know where the kicks go. Yes. So what about the kicks? Hold on, listen to that groove. You're talking about this one? Talking about this one? Ooh, hold on. This needs to be... Can I move this a little bit? Yeah. Sheesh! Hold on. Let's chop this up. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to tweak the timing. Wait. Oh my gosh, hold on. I gotta figure out how this works. I just realized. I just learned how my pitch wheel works. By accident. This is gonna be dubstep down this road. I know, dude. No matter what I do, I can never take the bass kid out of me. The bass kid in me is like, rail till you die. Go up front. Hold on to that rail and rail till you die. Okay, okay, okay. Hold on, hold on. Okay, okay. I'm having a little too much fun with that. I want to chop this up. This is so crazy, right? What if we did something like let's move this down. Like, using these samples is cool, right? And it's super clutch, but man, I want to learn how to make my own. Okay, so... Can I... Hold on. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Maybe something like... Hold on. Maybe something like this. Or we just take this out completely and do something like this. Oh, it might have to... Oh, actually, I think I'd rather do... Let's do... Take this, duplicate this down, take this, and then throw this on. Maybe? What if we... Here, let's duplicate this, throw it down somewhere here, and then we'll consolidate this. And then we do something like... Okay, 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 ooh, it's the timing. Okay, maybe. And then, can I take this, just this, and like, how do I pitch this? Like that? Is that how it works? Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Maybe. What if it's lower? Okay, actually, I think it's better higher. And then we did something like... Ooh, okay. Let's consolidate this again. And then we did something like this. Wait. The timing. How do I do that? Oh, actually. Like that? Hold on. And did something like this. Maybe. A lot of really cool ideas. Ooh, what if we did something like this? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Pew, pew, pew. Maybe like this. The timing is like really tricky. Can I ask a Kawaii future bass question? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll answer to the best of my ability. Okay, obviously needs a ton of work. Just kind of messing around right now. What other samples do we have? Sheesh. Would you recommend any samples or places to get them? Yeah, there's plenty of samples. There's actually a hold on. So it depends on what you're looking for, right? In terms of like serum presets, this dude right here. Actually, I don't. Well, yeah, this pack right here, Digital Felicity Onichan Kawaii Expert Transfer Serum Presets. I found this dude, and it's like $20, and there's like a ton of like really cool like basic Kawaii Future Bass serum packs. What's up, Starry? Welcome back. So if you're looking for like serum packs, I highly recommend this serum pack right here. It's $20. I don't remember where hold on, let me see if I can. Digital Felicity Onishan Kawaii serum pack preset. I can't remember where I bought it from, but I bought it for like $20 and it was so totally worth it. All links are still active as check. But yeah, yeah, 100%. That's really good. If you're looking for like sample, like vocal samples, I know that what's her name? Yukol Sings is another really good one. She's got some free resources, and she's also got some paid resources. Really good. What did you miss? Honestly, I've changed my mind and I'm just experimenting with some bass heavy stuff. Yeah. And there's honestly a lot of really good free resources out there as well. If you check out my Discord, there's a section there for music production resources. I did, yes. But yeah, there's some really good resources there for starting out, and especially some packs. There's a Discord in there, like another server recommendation in there that what's it called? There's a link in there that leads to another Discord that has a ton of really good resources. So, yes. Yeah, absolutely. You can go ahead and link it in the Discord, and I will take a look. But right now I'm trying to figure out. Hold on. Some of these are really crazy. These samples are so good, but I want to learn how to make my own. This one is so wild. I love it. The bass kid in me is like, use it. Okay, bass kid. I will use it. Oh, hold on. Let's... Actually, what I want to do is take this, cut that part, paste it in. Merge these. Okay, yeah. Three is good. And then we'll do something like... What does this one sound like? Actually, let's use something else. What? Maybe something like that. Hold on. How do I merge these so that they sound good? I think we take this, duplicate it down, merge these. Merge this. What if, hold on. What if we, hear me out. What if we took this? Ooh, okay. And did something like that. Oh, I don't know how I would feel about that. I like the idea, but I think it's a little. Maybe we cut just a. How much do we cut? Is the question, right? All right, EXO, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you again for the gifted subs, man. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, man. You link the songs here too or now? You can. I just wanted to finish my thought before I forget. So if I get too distracted and then I won't then I just get too distracted. I think it needs a little more space here. Let's copy that in. There we go. Base lasers, yep. Okay. Whoops. Do. I want to do like do. Oh, ちょっと待って。It's like close. Hold on. Okay. You know what? Let's move this down. Let's move all this down. Just give myself some space. 'Cause I like this idea right here. But I also think I don't need this section right here. I think I can probably just do that. And then merge it in. Oh, there we go. Yo, these laser noises are sick. We making dubstep. Originally, I was just like, what's up? By the way, Syncraftian, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, originally I wanted to kind of like play around with it because I mean, this is kind of what I had originally. Let's mute these. This is what I was working with originally, and then like I kind of got stuck. And so after I got stuck, I was just like, you know what? Let's just let's do a little bit of like chopping with some samples that I have, and so now I'm just kind of like playing around with samples for a little bit. I think I like this though. You're good with melodies? Oh, thank you. I don't know how to, I mean, like, I try, right? I'm not where I want to be. You know what I mean? So when I think of like good melodies in terms of the smaller production community, like I really think of Galaxy. Galaxy actually was the one who, like, my last track, he sent me a snippet of like a melody that he did using my chords, and that seriously like improved my my concept of melodies, and so I've been kind of playing around with it. But yeah, absolutely. I'd be down. I'm not super where I want to be in terms of like, I'm not super confident in my production abilities yet. But oh, thank you, I appreciate it. Especially my mixing. I think my mixing needs so much more work. But I feel like the ideas and the concepts that I like produce, like the actual production is like I'm usually happy with the production aspect of it, but when I get to the mixing phase, I feel like I butcher a lot of my songs. So my mixing still needs a lot of work. Compact, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. Welcome back to the Phantom Frequency. You can help with the mix for sure. I'd be down. I definitely want to learn. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely want to learn how to mix. Because eventually, like, I want to be a producer who can do his own production, mixing, and mastering. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of producer that I really want to be, because my goal eventually is to kind of collab with like bigger artists, God willing, you know what I mean? But you want to do one-on-one courses for people? That'd be sick. I think I want to like duplicate this down and then like, hold on. What would this? The timing is kind of off. You will get there. You're already far ahead of. Well, thank you first for the kind words. I really appreciate it. Second, it's I don't believe it's a contest or anything like that, and I know you didn't mean it like that, but like I think like I do this a lot, and so I just want to mention this. Like, I think comparing yourself with other people whose journeys are like, everybody's journey is different, and that's something that I have to remind myself consistently. Because especially when I use reference tracks, like I start to feel very demoralized, because I think about like, oh my gosh, this track is so good, you know what I mean? Like am I ever gonna be able to make music like this? And it, like, I think there's a difference between healthy comparison and then like unhealthy comparison, you know what I mean? And a lot of the times, like, and I'm just being real, you know. I mean, it hasn't even been a year since I started producing, right? And so for me to compare myself to someone who's been producing for like 10 years or even like 2 years is so unfair for me and unfair for them, right? Because like, I don't know what they were like when they were producing, when they had less than 7 months like me, like under their belt. You know what I mean? It's a journey. Exactly. 100% on and off for 15 years. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like, full disclosure, like I'm not going to get super detailed with this, but I'm a millennial, right? And so I'm a younger millennial. I'm not the youngest millennial in that age range, but I am a younger millennial, but a millennial nonetheless. And so I'm kind of old. I'm older, you know what I mean? I'm older than some of the producers who are starting out, and I sometimes I feel like, oh, you know, like I wasted so much time. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty close. I'm not going to, you know, disclose my actual age, but we're close in that, you know what I mean? And so like sometimes like I think back to my life and I'm just like, man, I wish I like started piano when I was younger, or I wish I started producing, you know, music when I was younger. I wish I didn't waste so much time. And I've been through a lot of personal stuff, and so I feel like I've wasted so much time. But at the same time, it's like there's nothing that I can do about the past. You know what I mean? There's nothing I can do about it except learn from it. The best time to start a hobby or anything like that was years ago. The next best time is now. And I believe that, like, and these are my own beliefs, right? You don't have to share my beliefs, and that's completely fine. But for me, I feel like there's a reason for everything, and God put me here for a reason, and his timing is perfect. And so there is a reason why I started so late. But at the same time, and logically speaking, like mentally, I know that and I believe that. But, you know, there are still days where I feel like, I feel the doubt, the self-doubt, and like all of that stuff. So I'm just like everybody else who feels that. And it's a real thing, you know what I mean? But the best thing about music and about any art or hobby is that, like, why am I rushing? You know what I mean? Why are we rushing? It's a journey, right? And so it's like, and there's no way around it. With anything you want to be good at, you have to put in the work, you have to put in the hours. And so if I want to improve and if I want to get better, I have to keep going. You know, so never touched music until until lockdown. Yeah, I feel that. Honestly, I wish I started during the lockdown. I feel like I'd be much more ahead. But at the same time, this track per week, even though I'm not really doing it anymore because I don't have time with my new job, has significantly, I feel like, improved my skills. Like exponentially, and so, like, I think doing it, even if I were only doing it for like less than half a year, that's, I get where you're coming from. That's different though. You're much younger. But I'm not gonna dox you, but you have so much time for sure. Keep at it. Like, if music is something you really want to do, like, keep at it. You know what I mean? Like, it's whatever your hobby is, you know what I mean? Like, as long as you're creating, I think, like, creating is so fun. And I think creating is what we were created to do. Monday streams, yeah. My schedule is still kind of like up in the air. So there's going to be a little like quite a bit of inconsistencies, but it's all right. Sorry, volume warning. That might have been a little abrupt. Oh, that timing. Maybe it's a little late, so we just move it here and see what happens. Let's pitch this up. I want to see how it sounds pitched up. Nope. Is there a way to pitch this but not change the length? I'm doing music as a GCSE. So I hope I get better from that. Yeah. I don't know what that is. A course? A class? Okay, that's how you do it. Got it. School exam, I see. Ooh. There's a little bit of a pause there. Okay, I like that, but can I consolidate this and then cut it? And then pitch it? There we go. Okay, cool. And then can we do something like that? Oh, sir, there's a new one now, huh? It's no longer Stream Boo. Okay. I'm gonna have to update that. There's a lot of spam bots going around. That was cool! Can I pitch it up? I want to pitch it up more. Ooh, yo, okay, we're cooking. There's a little pause here. Or like this, I feel like doesn't maybe... Let's consolidate this. And then duplicate so I know a little bit more. Actually, that probably wasn't a good idea if I wanted to change it up. Ooh, okay, what if we did something like... Let's take this. Actually, let's take this here, and I want to like cut this portion right here. Maybe up to, yeah, right there. Let's cut this. Let's move this down just a little bit. Paste it here. And then like merge this in. I want to see what happens. What does it sound like? Ooh, just a little bit. Maybe a little bit more, and then like, yeah. I have an exam in a week and a paper review in 9 hours. That's a lot of work. Oh, I like that. But I like that, but I want to extend it. Okay, that might be good. And then we can do something like this. And then merge this in. Merge that in like that. Okay. Well, I want to change the pitch for this so it's a little bit more distinct. I have 4 artworks left until review. This night will be cool. That sounds like a lot. Have you been getting enough sleep? Have you been taking care of yourself? Sounds like a lot. Paper review. How far are you in your paper review? Let's turn it down just a little bit. Okay, and then we can do something. Maybe like that. let's take that, and then I'm gonna drag this down, paste this here. And then what I kind of want to try is something like that. Maybe a little bit more, something like this. That might be too much. Hold on. Sleep for a week. I got to hand in 2 papers this weekend. Last module though, nice. Maybe like that. Oh, hold on. What is going on here? Okay. I was wondering, like, what just happened? Maybe I just take this section right here and cut it. Like that? Maybe we take this right here. Oh, wait, no, not enough. This right here. Close. Maybe. Maybe a little more. So something like this. Something like that, maybe. Hold on, let's take a listen. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, my sound effect or my sound alerts are currently not working because everything is scuffed right now. But it's okay. When life gives you lemons, you stare life in the eyes and you eat the lemon whole. Okay, let's take a listen. I don't know how to feel about that. This right here I don't like. But I don't know how to merge this so that it sounds good. Maybe, hold on. You know what? We take this, we duplicate it down. We take this. And we just pitch it. Oh, wait. Now we pitch it. Should I pitch it up? Pitch it down. Let's pitch it down. Layers. Layers might be good, actually, yeah. That's not something that I have not been using. Ooh. Let's turn it down, tone it down a bit. Let's try. Oh, I want to extend it. I like that. Hard snare and kick. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna change it. Change these ones. But that was what I originally was going with. Maybe something like this. Chombles, what's up? Good to see you here. How's it going? Bert. Bert indeed. Maybe I take this. I'm gonna take this. Slap it on here. Might be too much. Slap it on here. See? Ooh, maybe the other way around, like this. And then maybe if I just pitch this up a little bit. Ooh, chill, 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 chill. Maybe just by 2. Maybe. These samples are fire. These samples are crazy fire. 100%. I can share them with you if you remind me. I think this just needs to come in more. And then not bad. Let's play around a little bit more. What else do we have in here? What if we did something like this? Oops, I lost my place. Where was I at? We took this, you know, and just kind of like threw it down somewhere. Whoops. Or maybe we do something like this. I kind of like the third. But like something like this. Kind of like that. Let's see. What else can I do? Pitch this down. Ooh, maybe. Pando bald. Interesting. Okay. What if we did... I like this. Let's consolidate it. And then we'll move this somewhere here. This is kind of cool. Consolidate that. Throw it somewhere. I don't know, here. And then let's play around with this. Wait. Let's shorten this. Actually... right here. We'll cut that right there. Okay. Actually, what if we did something like this? Oh, maybe something like that. Do. Ooh, okay, maybe we can... I'm just playing around with a whole bunch of different toys right now. This is the way you just start messing with sounds. Yep, absolutely. Gotta go. Have a good stream. Thank you so much for stopping by, Syncraftian. Hope you have a good one. Let's take this. Oh, actually, let's take this part. And then merge this in like that. want to pitch this down. Let's take this. I use a Rolly keyboard to record a lot of synthy stuff for my personal music, and I still haven't explored every sound and did. Yeah, dude, honestly, a lot of these I haven't even used. That one's really cool. Some of these are this one's sick. Pressing one now, going on to the next preset. Yeah, I feel that. I was playing around with. I have a MIDI keyboard with some beat pads, and I was kind of playing around with like. With my with the beat pads basically. But I don't know how to use them really. I do better with actually like with piecing together stuff like this. Oh wait, hold on. Ooh, no. What if we did something like this? Actually, I think it was better with. I want this one. There we go. Actually. What time is it? Okay, I got time. Oh, dude, I'm lost now. I don't know what to do with some of these. I'm really just like, I don't even think I'm gonna be able to piece all of these together. I like this one though. This one was really cool. So that one's sick. But I don't think I'm gonna like be able to mess around with any of this in what I'm currently making. I don't even know. I was just experimenting around, but this is what I was originally messing around with. I do want to incorporate some of these bass samples though. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do that, but I consider getting FL just for more electronic stuff, but I'm too deep into the Cubase hole. Dude, doesn't matter what doesn't matter what DAW you use. Stick with Cubase because you have Cubase. Well, okay, do what you want. Do what you want. However, I personally, for me, I would just stick with Cubase because here's the thing. You already know Cubase. I don't know how long you've been working in Cubase, but if you swap to FL, you're going to have to learn the DAW, right? So that's time spent learning how to use FL, learning all the shortcuts, learning all its, what it can do and stuff like that. And then you can start producing music, right? Because you need to learn how to use the utensil or the tool before you can actually build anything or cook, right? I rolled Cubase because you do more rock / metal stuff. Bro, they all do the same thing. Every DAW basically does the same thing. of course there's nuances, right? But I was using this example earlier where basically think about a DAW, and I didn't come up with this analogy, but think about a DAW as a kitchen, right? Every kitchen functionally does the same thing. They should, right? They have oven most of the time. They have utensils in different spots. They have a sink. Functionally, every kitchen is the same functionally, right? But then you have some kitchens that have an oven in a different spot, a microwave in a different spot. The sink is like some kitchens have an island, and so there's different nuances like that. But fundamentally, a kitchen is where you cook, right? Just like in a DAW, you cook sick beats. Yeah, it doesn't matter what DAW you use; they all functionally do the same thing. I think FL just handles samples and sample libraries better. Cubase is kind of poopy for sampling / resampling. FL drag and drop just looks so good. Yeah, I feel that. 100%. Like, I love Ableton. I love all its features. I love that you can just like drag and drop a sample here, right? It's great. And then I can mess around with it. That's pretty good, actually. Hold on, I just got distracted from my thought because I kind of want to... Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, and then we do something like that. Can I duplicate this down? The timing is a little off. Anyway, can I do something like that? That might be better. Okay. Anyway, Daya, what's up? Cubase is so rough on sample drag and drop, but handles VSTs like a pro. Yeah, so it's like a kitchen. You know what I mean? Some kitchens handle some kitchens have nicer stoves. You know what I mean? Like induction stoves, or like they've got more than one of the big more than one of the big stoves. You know what I mean? The big circles. Some stoves only have one. Some stoves have like some induction stoves have like a small circle, right? And then a big circle, right? And then they have a big circle with a small circle inside of it. But you still cook. You know what I mean? So it's I think so many circles, yeah. So yeah, I mean, functionally, obviously, do what you want. You know what I mean? Like, if you feel like you want to swap to FL, go for it. But keep in mind that you're gonna have to learn the DAW, and time spent that you used learning FL could be used. You could have been like making music. And I say that with such conviction because when I first started producing, in my first 2 months, I started out with Reaper, and then I couldn't get the output audio to work, and so I scrapped it. And then I chose Ableton because the tutorials that I was watching was using Ableton. But during those 2 months, I was like, man, I really want to swap to FL. So after a month, right, of learning Ableton, learning the tools, I was just like, man, I really want to switch to FL because like there's so many like shortcuts and stuff. Like, it feels like you can do so many things so fast. Or I was just like, oh, but Studio One looks really cool, maybe I should swap to Studio One. But in the end, I stuck with Ableton, and I'm so glad I did. Because there's a lot of features that Ableton has. There's a lot of features that Ableton doesn't have that other DAWs have. But yeah, I mean, they all make music. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, if you want to swap to FL, like if you're like having this burning desire to switch to FL, do it. Just know that you'll have that it takes time, right, to learn the DAW. Maybe right here. Ooh. You know, I kind of like that. There's so many toys. So many toys. I'm just having too much fun. I feel like there needs to be like maybe something like that. Maybe I can use this for... I really like this. Like, I really, really like this. Maybe... Okay, let's mute those. Okay, those are muted. So maybe instead of crashes, right? I can align it with my kick. So like let's get rid of these. I'm probably not gonna. So something like maybe he has like a snare. I don't know. It's super loud. I don't know. This wasn't a very productive music stream, to be honest. It was kind of just me like messing around with samples. I don't even know if I'm gonna... I really want to use some of these samples in what I have right now. I just don't know how to go about it. Like, these samples are too rough. You know what I mean? Like, they're so aggressive. And the bass kid in me is just like, use them. But then the musical side of me is just like, yo, chill out. Let's be tasteful. There's so many. I have so many. I'm just, you know what? I'm just gonna mess around for now. Where's that? I deleted it, but I'm gonna throw this on a drum bus. And you guys are just gonna watch me play. Drum rack. Let's throw it on a drum rack and kind of. No. Oh, I got to arm. I guess we're making rhythm. Ooh. Sheesh. Ooh. This might work for some of this. That was really loud. These are like very colorful. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and add in some hi-hats. That's what I was kind of wanting to do, and we're just gonna do it. Whoops. We'll come back to the bass sounds, maybe. Drums. Some perks. Wait, no, where is it? Hi-hats. To closed. Yeah, we'll do that one. Throw in a closed hi-hat here, and then let's play around with some hi-hat patterns. We're just gonna go ahead and throw this on loop and figure out what I want to do with this. It's can't really hear it. I'm gonna shorten it and then do maybe like minus 15. Minus 17 maybe? Actually, I think minus 18 might be good. Or minus 21. Brings it right about in the middle section of it, and then we can turn up the drive for the saturator. A little bit more. But I want to turn down the dry and the wet just a bit. Okay. Let's see. Let's turn it up to maybe like minus. We'll go minus 8. Still kind of okay. So we'll go minus 5. Okay, now you can hear it. Okay, so simple hi-hat pattern down. Maybe like that. Oh, no, hold on. Yeah, I think I like that. Cool, okay. Maybe do. Okay. I like that. Maybe something like this. Yeah, maybe like that. Oops. That's something we could do. Sorry, give me a moment. Okay. I think I'm going to remove this one. Not bad. Let's start labeling these. Closed hi-hat. Closed hat 1. Kick 1. Snare 1. Bass. Crunch 1. control, bass 11, B11, 1, B11, there we go. Actually, they're all the same, so it might be better if I just name it bass 1. Because it's using the same pattern. It's more like the call. Call 1, response. This one. I don't even have chords down. I wonder if I should throw down some chords. Maybe that'll get me somewhere. Yeah, you know what? Let's throw down some chords. Because I am making some bass music, bass heavy music. Excuse me, I just burped. But it's really experimental. What am I looking for? Okay. Serum. I don't even know what chord progression to go with, honestly. Let's throw in scale mode, it'll be easier. Dun, dun. Dun. Maybe something like this. Dun, dun. No, that might be good.ちょっと待って。Like that. Probably should have built my chords off of this. Yeah, let's change this. I like that so much better. Yeah, that's a lot better. So we're gonna go ahead and take this, duplicate it. Can I add? Let's see, maybe. That might be good, actually. I don't like this one here though. Don't. So something like. No. Maybe. I don't know if I want to add anything here yet. Oh, I like this. So I did third. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's do... Dun-na. I really want something here. Dun. I like that. Alright, let's change the sound. Can't even hear it. Let's turn it up. Oof, nope. Let's try. It's not bad actually. No, you can't. I gotta make sure so you can hear the bass. Maybe I go up an octave. Or we can do something like that, but a little bit more experimentation. So something like pom 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 pom. So something maybe like this. Oh, Control E. There we go. Something like this. I kind of like that. So what if we did okay, a little bit of oddness or weirdness to it. Pom 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 pom. Something like this, maybe. Maybe like this. I heard that my issue could be because there's a cyber attack going on. You know, I've been hearing that there's some issues going on with like Google and a lot of other big corporations. This is all just, I haven't looked it up myself, so take this with a grain of salt. I don't know what's really going on, but I have before I started stream I was having issues. Twitch was having issues. Stream Elements is having issues. I don't know if they're still having issues. I can check on my end, but which really sucks. Oh, sick. Okay, so Stream Elements apparently does not seem like it's having issues anymore. So, okay. Actually, I have to stop really soon because I have to prep for this collab. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna reset OBS because, as some of you can see, there's this fat error right in the middle of my screen. None of my alerts work. But yes, that's what I did here. Is that there was some issues going on. I don't know if it was a cyber attack. I don't know if but I do know that Twitch was having issues and Stream Elements was having issues. So I'm going to finish up right here, and then I'm going to take a break for maybe like 30 minutes to set up for the collab, and I'll be back. I think I kind of want to do something. Ooh, maybe we go like this. Whoa. Like this, and then we duplicate this down. Bum bum bum. Bump bump. Bump bump. Something like that. It wouldn't let you raid before. I was gonna raid someone. We'll try it out. Okay, man. Just as I was feeling inspired to. I really like this. I just gotta find the right octave. Okay, so that's what we have so far. I'm actually going to... Thank you so much, Loki. I appreciate it. I was having struggles. Yeah, as I was definitely struggling with this, but I feel actually kind of nice with it. I did want to add some of those crazy bass heavy samples. I don't know if it'll fit, sonically speaking, in this track, but I might try it out. We'll see. But this is what we have so far. So I kind of like it, but we're gonna go ahead and save. Oh, what? Save was created with a version of Live that is an old. What? Okay, yeah, I'll save as a new file.ちょっと待って. Yes. Okay. Cool. So with that being said, I'm gonna see if I can raid someone real quick, and we'll try it out. We'll raid someone, and then I have to get ready for this collab. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna try to raid, and then I gotta reset everything, make sure everything works for this. But with that being said, like, I don't even think I can go to my stream ending thing because everything is scuffed. This was a super scuffed stream, but hopefully everything is good to go for the repo collab that I am doing in about 45 minutes. So I'll be back in 45 minutes. Hopefully everything is good to go. Like my starting soon, my stream ending stuff, my be right back, everything was scuffed. But Stream Elements seems to be working now, so I just have to make sure everything is connected and good to go. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and stream a friend. Raid a friend, and then get ready for that. So if you'd like to watch the repo collab, feel free to come back in 45 minutes. If not, that's perfectly okay. But with that being said, I hope all of you have such a good night, morning, day, whatever. Thank you so much for tuning into the Phantom Frequency. Remember, even in the darkest night, the light draws us together. Come meet me in it. Stay blessed and much, much love. Let's start this raid. Let's see if it works. And let's see. Oh, it does. Okay.